Hi Aries, welcome back and welcome to another reading. This will be your general reading for January 2024 for those of you who have an Aries sun, moon, or rising. And if you don't have one of those placements and it's a title or the thumbnail that led you to click onto this video, stick around. Like we always say, there may be something here for you. If you'd like to support this channel, you may do so by liking the video, subscribing. You could watch an ad or two when it comes up. Thank you for being here. Wonder how that lighting is. Hold on one second. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, I think that lighting is okay. There are many ways in which you have sacrificed. There are many things that you're willing to forego, you're willing to go without for whatever reason. Whether that's because you're trying to be disciplined and you're thinking of your future your future self. So maybe you're building something, or you're going without for the greater good. You lose something so that everyone else can gain, so that everyone else can eat, so that everyone else can get involved. And many times you do so of your own free will. And it just makes it that much more disappointing when someone imposes on you or forces you into that role or into that position. So you allow yourself to be used. And it's not the kind of thing that really has a negative connotation about it to be used in this way. It's more so like, from the outside looking in, if we zoom out, you're helping a lot of people. There are a lot of people who are benefiting from the relationship they have with you. And they get so, I don't want to say comfortable, they just, it's very, it's very cyclical. There's a point that you just can't drive home. But, also objectively, there's that home we were talking about. All right. I know I didn't finish a lot of thoughts there, but we're gonna look at these again. Hold on. Your cards again, and we'll go section by section. And we're starting up here with the Four of Cups, Temperance, Two of Cups, and the Wheel. Yeah, I'm not gonna pick these up. I feel like they're pretty easy to see. All right. Because I just want to talk about them. All right. So, what are these four cards about? These first four cards. I think these cards are very much about the future and knowing what that future holds for a relationship of some kind, for some kind of connection, and maybe this underlying feeling that there's room for improvement, then it can be made better. And maybe room for improvement is harsh for some, but for others of you, that's the perfect way to describe it. Because, there's a recognized imbalance, a recognized need for you to try to make things work and to try to set things right. And the desire for that changed outcome is strong. To say the least, I think you're very passionate about it. And I think that you want them to be just as passionate about it. You want them to be just as willing to try, just as willing to take a chance, just as willing to do something, to say something, to do whatever it takes to make it right, to make it work. The next set of cards there in the top right, the Eight of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Hermit, and the Six of Wands. This to me looks like the truth about a situation. This to me looks like reality that checks someone who is delusional. And it happens in this situation. I don't know what is happening to anyone to whom, but this looks like an environment that is vulnerable, that is open, that is sacred, where self-limiting beliefs and insecurities go to die. Because they're faced with very real love, very real light. Big Virgo energy. So next here we got the Magician, the Page of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Remember how we were talking about your, resourcefulness and your know-how and your can-do attitude and your fix it or set it right energy is oftentimes used to help people. And I think it's because you are so direct. I think it's because you know what the situation needs. I think you know what's gonna fix it, how to move in it, how to be in it. So there aren't a lot of people that you're afraid of, And the absence of fear is love, is what I'm being called to say. Especially if it's a relationship in particular that you're willing to make work. When you're not afraid to show up in it, you begin to practice love. And you've been doing that for years. This is a very beautiful reading. Alright, so these were the cards that actually came out next. The Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Lovers. And that raise that you've been waiting for, that that increase that you've been waiting for comes in. I'm told to get just one card on that. Oh, heck yeah. It's coming in quick. And this is something that you've worked on for a very long time. You've worked very hard at. You've been very patient in many different ways. And I think we need to talk about that for a moment. You know, I think that you're very aware of how impatient you can be at times and how impatient you are with certain things. And it's just so interesting because you've been practicing patience in all its forms. When you find yourself getting over the situation or being pushed to the limit, it's really hard to describe. You're watching yourself. You're from the outside looking in, looking at yourself in the situation, in your frustration and how you're responding. And you're able to regulate your emotions. Very beautiful thing. Yeah. Doesn't that look like such a... Look at the difference here in how you're traveling. Five of Cups, Three of Swords, Judgment, and the Queen of Pentacles. Someone is all broken up. Because you don't take the bait like you used to. You don't need them like you used to. You don't I think that you're being very practical about the things you want to make better, very practical about the things you feel are worth fighting for, and I think that you're approaching it in a very responsible way. Being very rational in your steps and in your decision making, and when you choose positions. Also hearing positions, Ariana. Check that song out. When you choose, yeah. So man, that positions line kind of blew my mind. Because I thought I didn't make my point because my mind went one place, but then, the point I was making the words still also fit. Because you make decisions every day, all day, every day throughout your life. So therefore you are choosing positions, in whatever the situation is, you're taking a stance, is what I'm trying to say. So that was fun. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. Hope to see you in the next one.